Once finished with the zero and span calibration on input 3, you're going to remove your copper wire from terminals 27 and 28 and put your TC wire on, and then source from your sourcing meter a temperature. In this case I'm sourcing 500 degrees, and I'm going to check the span of the entire range, so I'll take it up to 1,000 degrees for my sourcing meter. And next 1,500. And finally 2,000 degrees. And then we'll see our PV here reflect what's being sourced in. Now we're within obviously a degree, but if we did need to make a cold junction adjustment, we need to go back into our menu, and we're going to use our arrow buttons. I like to use the up arrow button since the user calibration is towards the bottom of the menu instead of going all the way through. We select and highlight user calibration and press enter. Passcode is the number 2, enter. And now here, this starts us at the cold junction calibration, so we don't have to next or pass through any other ranges like we did when we had to perform the zero and span. So it's telling us now the current cold junction value at the terminals is 88.8 degrees. If we did need to make a change to this, let's say that we were a degree high, then we would select the edit button, and we would then subtract that degree high we are from the reading. So let me go back here. We're reading, in this case, 89.2. So I'm going to subtract 1 degree from that, say 88.2, enter. So this temperature now is what I want to tell it that the temperature is at the cold junction, and I'm going to set calibrate, and we will give it a minute here to start the procedure. Once the procedure is finished, we can then see that the change has been made to the reading. We select done and escape back, and as you can see here, our temperature is changed. I'm going to go ahead and source in 500 degrees. So we didn't change it by very much, 1 degree, so it hasn't made much of a change, or it could be on the edge between 499 and 500. So there you can see it's now reading 499, a degree low. So if we needed to adjust this again, we then just go back into our menu, select our user calibration, password is the number 2, and then we would just add that degree here to our temperature that it's currently reading. So the current reading of 88.4, 88.6, it's fluctuating a little. We can then just add 1 degree to that value, select our edit button, 89.5, we'll split the difference between the 4 and the 6, and we'll select calibrate. With the first generation screen, you do have to give it a slight amount of time for the delay between the communications of the screen and the controller. So once complete, select done and escape back to our main menu, and then we should see our temperature now. We're sourcing in 500. We'll take a second for it to register the adjustment, and then we should see it now reading 500. So we'll go ahead and check the full range, take it up to 1,000. 1500. And finally 2000. And that's it. That would be calibrating the input number 3, terminals 27 and 28 on a 9000 instrument.